Hello pilots and welcome back to Flight Academy Season 8, brought to you by Out of Art Gaming. As always, my name is Phil, and today we have game 25 of our 30 game season. We are so very close to the end now, and today we've got Benji versus Wes. It's Scum versus Empire. I would talk about the previous matchup we had between them where they played Chance Engagement. Unfortunately, that's the lost episode and we're still trying to find it, but I promise if we do find that footage we will get it edited up, and even if it ends up dropping a month or so after the season we will get it up there. But Benji did take victory in the first game, so can he repeat that in this one as well? I mean, I absolutely love Benji's list. He's a big fan of Scum and he's brought a very cool list. Pairing IG-88D crew with one of the aggressors, especially with it being B, was just a really good option. Just so much utility there and so much redundancy when it comes to attacking. It is absolutely brilliant, but when it comes to some cheeky shots, Death Rain with Snapshot is such a cool idea. It's an expensive upgrade, but it is very cool to see. It looks like a very aggressive push up from Wes straight away. Bit cagier from Cad Bane there, but IG is getting right up there in the middle. Let's see, can... Ooh, nicely manoeuvred there from Ben, just out of arc, so no snapshot. Just having a bit quick sort of think about where the position was. I think it would have been out of snapshot range before the boost, but looks like it is going to be Second Sister taking a cheeky long range shot into Cad Bane. Hit crit, not bad. All of the evades back, so Cad Bane very happy with that. He now knows that he's got range. Not onto Death Rain though. Ben clearly looking to see if he can actually focus fire Death Rain down. One evade dice, it's not great, and the Punishers can go down quite quickly, but we're going to have Cad range 3 with those sync laser cannons into Second Sister. Nothing to report there. And on the second shot, the double calculate, so good. You can spend a calculate and still they don't get their range 3 bonus. So that is a great shot. 2 hits and a crit. Got the focus, so more than likely going to spend that. I don't think much is going to shoot at Second Sister. I think was debating using the Force there, but I think the IG is very much wanting to go into Death Rain. Is that unobstructed? That looks like it's just unobstructed, and that's not a bad shot. 2 hits. Checking to see if he's got the calculate there, but you boosted my friend, so no calculate. And that is going to be 2 shields down on Death Rain. Good start for Ben, getting some damage right in there on Death Rain. I mean, the prox mines can be quite dangerous, and Snapshot, just the cheeky little shot there, is always worth keeping an eye out. Second Sister's in a bit of an awkward position though. Going to have to try and get around that gas cloud. Might end up having to play a little bit of catch up here. And grabbing a target lock onto Cad Bane thanks to the targeted computer. I love targeted computer on an interceptor. The target lock is just the one thing that the interceptor misses, so having targeted computer on there is great, especially when you compare that with the ability to obviously do a boost or barrel roll after you've done an action. Oh, and another very aggressive move from Death Rain there. I think that's a setup move if ever I've seen one. With the position of IG most likely to be coming towards the back, I see some proxy mines coming in the future, but let's see what Cad Bane is doing. Can't quite, obviously we can't see the dub, but it's a big move. Is that a 5? K turn right over the back of Death Rain. That's great for now. No shots will be going into Cad or IG this turn from Wes, but those prox mines just got even juicier there. And IG is not going to be able to complete that move, and that bump is going to be into Cad Bane there. So no action for IG, no damage for IG, so that's good. Would have been possibly quite nice to do an advanced sensors before he did that, but there's going to be 2 lots of shots into Death Rain here. We're looking at what, 7 dice. This could take Death Rain out. Not like that, it can't. Oh, that is unfortunate. That is shields down on Death Rain. So it's 4 dice with Marksmanship from IG. A really good crit train could do it. Ooh. Forgetting Marksmanship should be double critting that. But it goes through anyway, but it should have been 2 crits. So hit and a crit. The crit is a weapons failure on Death Rain there. Now I'd love to know what that other damage card was, because that could have been double crit. That could have been very, very important. But we all know what is going to be coming next, and it is most likely going to be a proxy mine drop catching Cad Bane, which could be absolutely brutal right now. There we go, there is the proxy mine drop. Double checking just to make sure it's going to hit, and yes, boom, there it goes. So that is shields down on Cad Bane there from that prox mine. And the Wes is just doing Death Rain's post-drop action. I'm not sure what the action was, but he was doing a 0 stop there. I like that. That's actually a really cheeky move there. With Second Sister coming around, that's really going to block up that lane. I'm not even sure if there's enough room, if Cad wanted to get past. To get past Death Rain there. The 2 might pump into Second Sister, but it's a very small amount of space. If Cad is possibly banking, he could get past there. But it's not a great position for Ben right now. I'm not sure if either of his ships are going to be able to actually make it out of that little gap. And if they don't, one of them will be taking a proxy mine straight after. So this is a dangerous spot. See what Cad. Oh, the 2 doesn't fit. Wow, okay, I thought the 2 might have just jumped over. Medium bases make it tricky. But that's a bump into Death Ray. I'm going to take that red focus. Advanced sensors for the calculates. Good shout. And bumping into CAD again. And it looks like CAD was the cause of the bump, so that is a shield down. Currently 2 points to 0 in Ben's favour as he's got Death Rain half pointed. But second sister does get to shoot first, so going to be going into Cad Bane. Range 2, focus and lock. Or could just spend a force. Could potentially malice that one for triple crit. Oh, gonna have to spend that focus. Or does he spend the focus? So the tough thing is here, spending the focus and nothing having nothing in defense, but taking 2 crits. So it's guaranteed to take a crit. There we go. Got malice right. So it's triple crit. So at this point, you definitely take that focus. You definitely evade so that you're only taking 1 crit. And that crit is another weapons failure. So not a pilot or crew damage card, so do not get to recover that force for free, but you've reduced CAD down in dice, which is always handy. And that, I believe, is sync laser cannons. And absolutely nothing there. Second sister, loving that. His IG kind of wants to just go straight into Death Rain and try and take Death Rain out. Got the calculates, so Marksmanship is on there. Oh, that is awful. And just for clarity, Death Rain actually, his action was to repair weapons failure earlier, but does take another damage. So Death Rain down to 3. CAD 1/2 with a weapons failure and about to be half pointed because another proxy mine is going to drop right on top of him. Nothing that Ben can do. Great stop there from Death Rain to get in the way. It put a damage on IG, allowed second sister to get a shot into CAD, and has done 2 damage onto CAD as well from the proxy mine. So that was a great stop there from Death Rain. Very well played there from Wes. Can he capitalise now and finish Cad Bane off? Only 4 points though. Right, the 2 is going to clear. Oh, the 2 doesn't clear. And looks like there wasn't even enough space for Cad Bane to actually fit down there. Is this another bump? It's another bump for IG. Those 2 ships have not really moved for 3 turns now. Wes has got to try and capitalise on that if he can. I mean, it's a shame that Death Rain is still stressed. It would have been nice to maybe get a barrel roll out of Death Rain, get a bit of range on there. Oh, that's so tight. That's such a tricky one. stay there, get the range one into Cad Bane, possibly take him out, take a range one back, or having a look at the boost. So evade into boost to get past. Possibly the right option. It's a tough one. I think that IG was always going to go into Cad Bane. Sorry, into Death Rain. So you're now forcing Cad to definitely go into Death Rain to see if you can take him out. I would have potentially kept Second Sister there, but it's a juicy target. 2 hits coming through. Oh, what evade. So only 2 left on to Death Rain. What can IG do here? Looking to see if obstructed, but it's not because close is closer with the parallel there. 2 hits. Wes kind of wants to take one of these. Well, he has to take one of these, so he's taking one of those. So it is a crit. Is this the end of Death Rain? No, it looks like a stunned pilot for Death Rain there. So he's actually going to live to fight another turn, which is impressive. Unexpected. Wes needs to see if he can get Second Sister back round now. Second Sister needs to get in and see if he can take out Cad Bane, because that is some very important points there. Or half point IG. It will take a lot to half point, but let's have a look. Oh, some beautiful hard one turns there from Wes. Twice skirting the obstacle there and just staying in. Death Rain, again hard to. Still stressed from when he did that stop. You know what? That stop was brilliant. Okay. Interesting choice for IG not to take that. So he's just lost another shield. So yeah, I'm very surprised that IG did that, to be honest. I think probably just wanted to try and keep the guns on to Death Rain and just say, you know what, it's fine. I don't mind taking a little bit of damage there as long as I can guarantee Death Rain down, because Cad's now out of the way. Very tricky to take Cad out. Well, impossible to take Cad out at this point. Oh, that is a great shot into IG, and that takes him down. So he missed the shield off there, so it was actually now half points on to IG. So Wes is actually just taken the lead. Oh, I don't think Cad Bane doesn't have a shot. Victory is in Wes's hands, but Sync Laser Cannon. Oh, nothing that Wes can do there. Death Rain is going to go down to that. It is going to be 5 points apiece at the end of that. Wow. So, Death Rain has gone down, which is obviously full points there. Half points on IG and Cad Bane takes them both to 5 points apiece. Ben is getting at least 1 point right now for the league for actually taking out Death Rain there. So what is it going to come down to for those final 3 points? It is going to be a road off. So we could end up having both players taking points away from this. So yeah, just a straight 3 dice roll off to see who actually takes the victory. Yeah, they're just confirming their points there. But yeah, fantastic game. Some great flying there from Wes, just boxing Benji in and making it incredibly tricky for him. An intentional bump from IG actually probably came in clutch, because without that, well, I think it would have been 2-2 at that point, because Cad had no shot. IG might not have had a shot, and Second Sister would have had a shot. So that gets him a point on the board. So yeah, that intentional bump was very key there for him. But let's see what we get on the road off there. Here we go. Oh, just a solitary crit there from Benji. A crit and some paint would be lovely. Oh, 3 hits, but crits trump hits. Benji takes the 3 points for the win. A great game from both players. Absolutely fantastic to watch. Can't complain with that, to be honest. So well done to Benji, but lovely flying from Wes. And guys, that is going to be game 26 of our season. We have 4 more games left before the end of the season. So thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like this video, and we will see you next time.